The public's appetite for inappropriate behavior, it seems, is growing by the minute. Thanks to social media, actions considered taboo and distasteful at one time are now widely accepted and even celebrated, such as taking self-portraits, selfies, at funerals, or making sex tapes for the world to see. And the business world is taking notice. Websites and blogs geared towards providing shock value are on the rise. Our next guest knows all about that and says it's not going to slow down anytime soon. Fred Mwangaguhunga is the founder of MediaTakeout.com. He is a former tax attorney turned gossip entrepreneur who founded MediaTakeout.com. Fred, welcome, and I hope I got your name pretty close.
You did a really good job, Ed.
Okay. So I'm a former attorney myself, so this has got to be more fun than practicing tax law.
It absolutely was. I mean, not only did I do tax law, I did corporate tax law, which is, if tax law is boring, corporate tax law is off the chart.
Okay, so let's talk about this sort of business of inappropriate behavior. We have seen celebrities do this for years. So Justin Bieber peeing at the restaurant, celebrities, Chris Brown's outrageous behavior. But now this has kind of become the mainstream, hasn't it?
Well, yeah, I mean, when you think about it, more and more, we have a 24-hour news cycle on TV, and the 24-hour news cycle is like times 100 on the internet. So there's a lot more companies out there that are looking for not only entertainment news, but they're looking for to one-up the next person and get the more scandalous, the more inappropriate, the more kind of crazy news.
Let me ask you something. As somebody who runs MediaTakeout.com and a website that is a gossip site, what sort of, obviously celebrities are fair game. You can do anything you want, they want that. But when you get images, if you do, or stories of regular people involved in some way, how do you balance the moral issues of putting that out there versus not putting it out there?
Well, those are always questions. I mean, when you think about it, this week, this was an inappropriate Halloween costume. There was a group of people that were dressed like Trayvon Martin. That went viral online. It got picked up by blogs. We picked it up. It eventually crossed over into mainstream. The Smoking Gun picked it up. It eventually got picked up by Good Morning America and the like. So, you know, in today's day and age, it's not just blogs. It's the entire news media that's taking advantage of these inappropriate photos.
Okay, you are in a very competitive business now, and it's always been competitive. The gossip tabloids, remember back in the 30s, 40s, and 50s, which were controlled by the movies. Now this has moved online, which has made a lot more competition. How do you stand out?
Well, I think you always have to kind of know your audience and always try and give the audience what they want, right? Traditionally, entertainment news was kind of a formula. There was a person, there was interviews, there was celebrity red carpet photos, and the like. And that was what celebrity news was.
And by the way, it was very controlled, wasn't it? Because you wanted to play the publicity game, so you got the next interview with Betty Davis or something.
Right. So that's exactly the way it worked. I mean, remember, when you think about it, right, if you're talking about a magazine, you needed a celebrity to pose on the cover. So that kind of drove the whole way that the entertainment news industry was growing now. Now it's completely the opposite, with the consumer in mind. So everything that I do, everything that the people out there that are doing a good job at it, they're getting to know their consumer, understanding them in a truly, really a thorough way, and giving them exactly what they want.
And what I like about your site and Gawker and TMZ is there's a humor that runs through all of these sites. It's not sort of the self-important National Enquirer type of material we used to say.
Right, and I mean
that appeals to millennials, right?
Right. I mean, it's particularly important to millennials, but even some Gen Yers and like. I mean, when you think about it, when you look at some of the news programs like CNN, Fox News, MSNBC, and you compare that to some of the things that younger people are looking at, maybe Jon Stewart, right? There's always this idea of humor infused in news that really works. It's the special sauce is working right now. It's working for millennials. It's working for, I think, the people that are winning in this entertainment space are using exactly that formula.
So your website and most websites are advertiser driven. Right. Do you get pushback from advertisers on some of the material?
You do. I mean, the cleaner that you are, the more advertising dollars technically that you'll get. But I think the people out there, like myself and the people at Gawker and the other people, we know that we're not only just trying to get as many odd dollars as we can today, we're looking to build brands, we're looking to build businesses for the future.
Okay, so take me through an average day at Media Takeout. How does the day begin and you decide what you're going to cover? Because it has moved from an aggregation site to you're actually covering news.
Right. I mean,
breaking news.
We have a staff, so we're actually going out there and looking for stories. So we're doing that during the course of the day. We're looking at stories, verifying sources, and kind of trolling around to figure out what's going on. overnight is when I think the whole thing comes together. We get a lot of the paparazzi photographs, we get a lot of the video, we find out exactly what's going on Twitter, and we merge that in with some of the original news reporting that we've done, and that's how we come up with the product that people see.
It seems like a lot of former lawyers are going into the gossip business. You, Harvey Levin from TMZ.
Right.
Okay. Fred, thank you so much for coming by.
Thank you.
All right,
It's a great
see you
time.
again soon.